Well, well, well. Here we are. Here we are. Da 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 da. Yo yo yo. Live. Ugh. Get the sound out of here. I want to hear myself. Yo, Colostrum, what's going on, buddy? I've been seeing a lot of people shit over the last card. Yo, Lolita, what's up? What's up? Doing all right. I'm ready for the stream. We're going to have a good one. We're just going to talk about fights. And hopefully not get spammers tonight. Hopefully. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I thought the card was actually awesome. I know people have been shitting all over the card. I liked it. I liked it. We're going to talk about UFC 313, of course. UFC. Sorry, just finishing up the details. Appreciate you guys. Again, any racist stuff, any weird stuff, you guys know what I mean. Just get them out. Just get them out. Appreciate you guys being here for sure. Slap that like button. Did you guys enjoy the card? I'm interested to know if you guys did. Because I really, really did. I liked it a lot. UFC 16. Da 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 da. Some big upsets incoming this weekend. I agree. Yo, what's up, Erwin? Nothing in the AM, bro. What's up? What's up? Oh my goodness. Category. Whew. I hate when that happens. Oh, there we go. Fuck. Here we go. All right. Should be good. I got stuck at work. Was looking forward to the main event, and yeah, it sucked. You know, I gotta be honest. Aaron Blanchfield lost a fan. I understand Macy. I understand Macy Barber has pulled out of some fights. I understand there's some conversations there. Sure, this was the health issue, and you know she's been in and out of the hospital. She's been hurt. She's been sick. She's been all of these things. To say someone has to get their life together, to say somebody needs to be fixed, is just idiot. She's an idiot. She's inconsiderate for sure. Barbara didn't do anything wrong. She had a seizure backstage. That's why she had to pull out. I don't understand. For one, poking fun at a Barber, unless you're going to be like, it sucks. I wish you got to fight. I'm frustrated with her because we didn't get to fight and she has a history of pulling out. But even that, she was sick. Legitimately sick. I don't understand doing something like that. I don't know. So, fuck Aaron Blanchfield. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. Let's see. Paste. I'll stream again. Stream. All week. Oh, let's do that goal. Would you rather? Okay. Rumors Blanchfield had a seizure due to her. It's not Blanchfield, it's Barber. And no, she did not have a seizure because of that. And I heard that, that's stupid. I understand some people think it's funny and all that, whatever. It's not that. She has health issues, and obviously the cutting weight didn't help, which maybe she didn't cut it correctly, but if she's actually sick and having these medical issues, it just sucks. Yeah, Blanchfield does not, but yeah, I got you, nothing more. I got you. I got you. It's an awful, disgusting thing for someone to say something about somebody else when they're sick. When they're sick. It's wild to me. It's wild. Like, before the fight, you can have all these questions. Is she going to make it? Blah, 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 blah. But once you find out she was actually sick and the medical said you cannot fight, why are you poking fun? I don't get it. Well, can't think of a worse one? I can. Holly Holm versus Caitlin Vieira was dog shit. I mean, there's been quite a few that have been terrible. Typically, it's women main events. This card was fun. This card was legitimately fun. It's okay if you didn't like it. I don't understand it. There was a lot of fun fights on this card. Let's see. Gamrot versus Klein was fun. Brahimov choking out Billy Ray Golf was fun. Jacoby knocking out Lopez was fun. Vera versus Chiasson, not a good fight for sure. Zachary's Dusko, not great, sure. Nascimento Jafil Filio was awesome. Levitt versus Holloway, fun finish. Oki versus Michael Aswell was action the whole 15 minutes. Ardalan versus Ryan Dos Santos, fun fight. So what, that's 2 bad fights? Zach Reese and Caitlin Vieira. Every other fight was fun. So I just find it odd she had the seizure night before the fight. It wasn't the night before, it was right before the walkout. It wasn't the night before. It was literally the camera was ready for her to walk out and she had the seizure backstage. They already wrapped her hands. They showed us them wrapping her hands. It was as she's getting ready for the walk. Why Magnus? What? The woman fight getting canceled was an upgrade. Yeah, it's right before the fight. Have you ever had a panic attack? Not me, but my wife gets them. Now, the women's fight would have been awesome. It would have been a lot of fun. I don't even care if she did. I mean, that changes nothing from what happened. Nothing. She didn't have the infection because of that. She's been having medical issues beforehand. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing. Like I said, after her last fight, they said she'd been in the hospital for 11 days after her last fight. In and out of multiple issues. Never gonna enjoy a women's fight, I think. Just not in my nature. That makes no sense, but okay. I was really looking forward to me with the healthy Barber. Yeah, that fight was gonna be awesome with a healthy Barber. Medical issue like staph infection? Yes, like staph. Not a staph infection, but an actual medical issue. Not a staph, not like that. You see? No, I have not seen the video. Have you tried? That makes no sense, Trevor. No sense. Stupid. Top 8 fighters, it can be current fighters or former. Well, former fighters is Cowboy. God. It would be Cowboy, Carlos Condit, and Cowboy's my number 1 all-time favorite fighter. I'm going to go and... God, John has to be up there as well. So if she was ill, how did she even get cleared to compete? Well, it wasn't about that. She was cleared to compete, and she had a seizure backstage, and the doctor said, you cannot fight. She was cleared, clearly, and then when she got sick, she wasn't cleared. In the video, John McCarthy said he witnessed Jon Jones. No, Matthew Miller. No. Lozon, that's a fun fight. I mean, that's a fun fighter. I love Joe Lozon. She missed weight. You're saying I'm not half a pound. Whatever. Jesus. Carlos was so slept on in your opinion. Absolutely. And one of the biggest robberies I've ever seen in my life. He beat Robbie Lawler. So. Diego was the beast. Diego was awesome. What do you mean no? Big John said that. I doubt he said that. I doubt he said that. 100% doubt he said that. %100% doubt he said that. That doesn't even make sense. Watch the video, MMA Guru's last video. Yeah, I'm not watching MMA Guru. For them, okay? Yeah, but you said she was in and out of the hospital. No. I listened to what I said. I said she was in and out of the hospital after her last fight. Multiple sicknesses she had had. Obviously, she got cleared to come back. She went through her training camp. Obviously, something went wrong. She probably didn't report stuff, or she would have not cleared earlier, but she wanted to fight. She had a seizure backstage. Doctor said no. Why don't you like him? No, Jon did not vacate. How can you see 100% that did not happen? Then you say you won't look at the evidence. Because MMA Guru is all clickbait. I'm sorry, but he is. That's the nature of the ability. Mike, you son of a bitch. I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. Nothing in the AM. Welcome to the family, buddy. Watch the video, really? Why? Mike, I really do appreciate you, man. It means a ton to me. It's awesome. For sure. Incredible. Incredible. Hold on. Let me see if this is true. Hold on. Let me see this. Let me see. Where's the video of Big John talking about this? Is it John for? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. Again, Mike, I appreciate you, dude. Yes, John still has the title. It's in his last video. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it live on stream, but I'll check it out. I want to know what episode this was of John talking about this. Because I don't know. No, it was not stripped. It's his last episode of weighing in. Okay. Because that's more important. That's 16 hours ago. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, this is only 8 minutes. Okay, he's a duck. Okay. If John was stripped, that would be all over social media. Correct. Told Jon Jones a DQ would await him if he repeated backstage acts inside the cage at UFC 140. No. 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 What? Also, I don't care what John likes. it doesn't matter to me. We're here to judge him as a fighter, and as a fighter, he's the greatest of all time. I mean, that's the reality. We can have our opinions on what he does outside the octagon. Most of the time, not great. In the octagon, he's the greatest fighter of all time. Now, there's arguments for other guys, but I like the longevity, and I like the margin for error, I think, is hardest for Jon, because the weight classes he's in. And I value that a lot. I do. So. But again, I really like the card. I've heard a lot of people hate the card and said it's the worst. I definitely don't think it's the worst at all. But why do you hate him at heavyweight? I mean, he beat Cerrone worse than anybody's ever beaten him before. I mean, that's fucking impressive. Again, this is overtime, Jon. We don't need any more from Jon Jones. His legacy is forever solidified. He's the greatest light heavyweight of all time. He's the greatest fighter of all time. Again, Jon owes us nothing. He's triple time lapped over that light heavyweight division. Why was it up for grabs? What happened to Islam? Nothing. Islam gave it up. I don't get when they say the greatest of all time, they put Islam in it. How? I agree. 100%. Islam is not the greatest of all time. It's wild to me. He's going to fight Tom. And it's been 7 months. That's all. It's been 7 months. Told you Blanchfield would knock out Barber. Okay. Clearly. Jon is bored now, and to be honest, I'm not even glazing. I just think he gonna be done now if Aspinall wins. Well, okay. Does testing positive for steroids impact a fighter? Is the GOAT or not? No, because steroids don't make you great. Walt Harris failed multiple times, and he was awful. So, there's been a lot of fighters that took stuff, and they didn't have the success he did. Yeah, Lucas Tracy's a fucking clickbait pussy bitch. Sorry, that's a little bit of a rant, but that's true. Volk has a better resume than Islam. 100% true. Steroids for sure help performance. Sure, but let's go take steroids and see what we can do. It's not going to help us that much. It's just not. There's been a lot of fighters that took those stuff and didn't have a ton of success. So you would knock Lucas with a big meaty hook. Clickbait. Matthew, know it well. There's been a lot of guys that have done it and have not had the success he has had. That is the reality. That's just the reality. Yes. Matthew Miller. A lot of fighters on it, yeah, and they're not that successful. That's just the reality. And also, there's some stuff that fighters should be allowed to take. There's some things that fighters should be able to take for recovery. Not all of it should be banned. Do I know why he gave it up? Because he wasn't going back down. He wanted to move up to lightweight. Not even just, obviously, to fight GDM for the title, sure, but still. I wouldn't troll you. That's not something that's funny to me. So. I think fighters should be allowed a certain amount of IVs for rehydration. I agree. And again, not all stuff should be allowed, but stuff that helps like your body, healing, helps your body recover. We should have these fighters at 100%. That's the reality. You could have the most, Overeem was super steroided up. You tell me he's never lost before? The guy was knocked out 1,000 times. Still on steroids. So, I mean, come on, you know? Yes, welterweight. Sorry. What? Lolita. What the? No problem. What the fuck, Lutiz? What? Landon, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm not a flyweight, that's for sure. I have no idea, Matthew. That's weird. Oh, what the fuck? Jesus. All right, Lolita, my bad. Canadian. Huh. Yeah. What's up, D1? What up, what up? Why is that weird? I'm trying to be genuine. I don't mean to be rude. No, I never really thought about it. Never really thought about it. And again, really, really excited for this UFC 316. Also, super glad I was right on Ramiz. I just felt it. I felt it. You look racist as fuck. Okay. Steroids aren't always for performance. Look at Jones. Always playing chess when others are checkers. Steroids can be used for recovery. Correct. Hot take. WWE, I don't know what that means. Greater than UFC? Because that's not true. Pedo is Spanish for fart. Okay. I did not know that. It's weird. No idea, Miller. Jesus. You think Sean will do better that he... I just watched the interview actually with him and John Anik talking about this 316 and all this. I think in on it itself, like in with that itself, I don't think that changes much. I think the mindset, just making sure he's focused 100%, it's like quitting the social media thing. That 100% by itself, focusing wise, I think could help him. I also think the biggest issue was his best quality about Sean is his movement. It opens up a lot of opportunities with his striking, and if his hip is fucked, torn labrum in his hip, what happens? You can't move, so he's a stationary target from Rob. And I mean, that's just real. That's really what it is. Now you're good, Miller. Peak beard, appreciate you. Jesus, Landon, stupid. Just putting it out there. I can see Marab landing a big meaty hook on O'Malley is drifting out of range with his hands down and dropping him. Sure. I don't think he has power, but yeah, sure. I don't think Marab has power. He's one of like Gamrot type guys. Your beard is crazy, dude. Gotta give respect. I appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you, buddy. Macy was doing too much social media when she should have been focusing on the fight. It's hard because I think she was doing all the right things. Obviously, the biggest issue she's having is just her health. Obviously, cutting weight isn't helping that. Clearly, she should probably move up a weight class, but she's small. You know, we won't really know what happened until she speaks out about it. You think for a lot of the female fighters they may use fighting as a platform to grow? No. What the hell? Jones would. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think she may need to move up. But again, she missed it by half a pound. That's what it is. She retained too much fluid, her diet. Yeah. But again, also, she legitimately could have been having issues. She could have been sick. Her body maybe wasn't responding. Now, if she doesn't have to cut the weight, maybe it'll be better. How long did it take me to grow my beard? A little while. Little while. Again, if you guys can, slap that like button, share the stream. It really, really helps. Appreciate you. Oh, fuck, I forgot to put it on. Dude, Mike, appreciate you with the $5, buddy. You are awesome. Again, put in the members only chat, Mike, what video you want, what stuff you want for the members. I can make it happen for you. Do I ride? No. Not that I wouldn't, but I don't. It is something as I've gotten older that I've actually just thought about. So it's not out of the question. If she wants success, she needs to control her diet and go back. I don't think it's a diet thing. I think we need to take the MMA aspect out of it. She needs to figure out what's wrong with her health. I don't think it's a diet thing. I don't think it's a training thing. I think it's something with her health. There's a big difference there. Dude, grasshopper, what the fuck? Jesus. Ugh. You guys are absolutely wild. Oh my goodness. Also, we have a disgusting. Appreciate you, Nolan. Appreciate you. Disgusting lineup coming. Luque, Howland, Bautista, Mix, Gaslam, Pfeiffer, Penna, has to be Penna. And Harrison, Dvalishvili, O'Malley. God, I can't wait for this card. It's so fun. Whew. Whew. I've noticed MMA chats have been unhinged. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do I think he should be in prison? No. No. If I would have gotten the main event, then I would have had made weight to showcase bosses I can make championship weight. Anyways, I think Macy has undiagnosed. Yeah, again, moving up a weight class might help, but also it might not be that. So, domestic violence and driving under the influence multiple times is worthy of going to prison. I think it can be. But I think it's been a long time since Jon's been in trouble. It's been a long time. So, yeah. Jon riding on the back of mopeds and having fun. He doesn't need to go to prison for that. Also, I don't think you should go to prison. I think the DUI stuff is something you need to have him have a driver, you know? Also, what makes him fucking wild is what makes him incredible. So, I don't know. Obviously, it's not okay to do. I'm not saying that. Billy Golf pissed you off. I mean, Rami is really good. Brahima, I really like him. Since he was caught, well then, oh well. Yeah, we're not talking about Jon outside the cage. That's not, you know, come on. Humans know these things. It was looked into a lot, actually. Gamrot rules, you goddamn right. And Mike, I'm not saying it's okay what he's done. I'm not saying that at all, because it's not. But I'm also going to acknowledge the fact that it's been a minute since these things have happened. So we have to give, like, okay, it's kind of going away. Remember, Mackenzie, always been overweight, like 140. I don't know what she did, but she made a successful job to make sweet, and Mackenzie does look better. She probably got a nutritionist. She probably changed her diet. She should fight Derek Lewis or Tuivasa and retire. Okay. I don't think it is beating a dead horse. How would you feel if your mom was hit by a drunk Jon Jones and fled the scene? It was a long time ago, but okay. What up, Justin? How you doing, buddy? Please recall the weekend of his Hall of Fame introduction ceremony a few years ago, though. That's what I just said. It's been a little while. It's what I just said. And they looked into it. If they looked into it, they looked into it. I mean, that's what it is. What the fuck are we going to do? If the cops were involved, the cops were involved. There's nothing more to it. You are the meanest? What the fuck? Don't you find it strange he says he's living his best life, yet that means not being around his kids and his wife? They're probably relieved he's gone. Dude. I guarantee he sees his kids. I guarantee he does. What about the first chick fight? I thought it was fun. I liked it. What to do with his fights? I bet you still watch when he fights. Correct. Rubs lotion on his skin. Not since he's been in Thailand. So what? Also, is he posting these things fucking live? Do we know he's in Thailand right now? No. No, we don't. In respect, I agree with you. Jones is a terrible person. When his contract is expired, we get the blessing of not talking out him in an MMA chat anymore. Correct. Time Aspinall should propose to Jones. That might convince Jon to fight him. Okay. I want O'Malley bad. I think he's gonna win. I think they're still filming it. Okay. What happened to Russian MMA show that Nate left? What are you talking about? Russian MMA show? What are you talking about? Also, I went 6-3 on my picks. Not bad. Told you a few days ago Merab was going to win. No, I didn't. I said Merab can win, but I think O'Malley's going to win. Didn't say that. Delicacy in Sweden, okay. The Russian MMA show is the one they're filming in Thailand. Okay. I have a feeling O'Malley is going to throw a lot of teeps. He hurt Merab's body towards the end of the fight. You're correct, he did. Nate, Carr, JJ were the coaches for the Russian-sponsored MMA show, like Team Against Team. Oh, I did know that. I did not know that. I had no idea that's what that was. Nate? Nate who? Nate Diaz? Is this true? Wait, Jones was a coach, Nate Diaz was a coach. What? What? Will guide a rival squad in the second season of ALF Reality, a Russian MMA program starting in the fall of 2025. Oh my God, this is what people are fucking freaking out about. Who gives a shit? These are like, oh, this guy's doing this instead of fighting Tom Aspinall. Yeah, no shit, he hasn't taken the fight yet. God, Patchy's a bit overrated. I mean, sure, but he's really well-rounded. He's really, really good. He fits in the UFC. Tried to jump him. Oh, okay, well, there you go. Pussy boys are weak. John taking that pussy boy out. Aaron Blanchard screwed up my 8-leg UFC parlay. It shouldn't have hurt you because the fight didn't happen. Shouldn't have hurt you. In number, Mario sucks. Macy pulled out, bro. What the fuck? She was sick. She was medically not okay to fight. I mean, that's what it was. So, Yeah, everything people have been fucking freaking out about with Jon being in Thailand. So he's like, yeah, he's doing a show. Well, he hasn't. Of course, he hasn't done anything. Oh God, Jesus. My question was, is he still a coach now that Nate left? I would assume so. Sorry, Lily. I just realized he was on there, so I would assume so. Worst card you've seen in a long time? I loved it. I thought it was awesome. 2 bad fights. I liked it. I thought the other fights were fun. I got stoned right before main event and ready to watch 25 minutes fight, and it got kids canceled. Yeah, I'm sure that sucked. Patchy, definitely not overrated. If anything, he doesn't get his credit. I think he doesn't get his credit because of his last performance. It was a weird fight. Oh, that's right. It was Billy Ray Goff, who screwed you. Yep, that's what it was. Jon's going to smash him? Yes. Or Volkov? Did the boob job affect Barber's weight cut is the question with an obvious answer. Yeah. You're going to see the real Jon Jones when he feels he has a challenge. Yeah. Opinion on Holloway Poirier? I love it. Billy got put to sleep? Yeah. Shocker. Was not shocked about it. At all. At all. The shot, the first takedown attempt he had on Billy Ray was wild. It was so deep. Poirier might win the decision. I think Max wins that fight. I think he wins. People that saying Poirier's gonna knock him out, I highly doubt that. That'd be crazy. Nasty choke, yes. You're gonna see the old Jones that knocked out Gus and Cormier back to back. That would be wild. Wild. I think Jon is just trying to get the biggest offer from the UFC, not ducking. He's already gotten paid. He's been paid. Contract's good. They just haven't accepted. They haven't announced the fight. The fight's ready. The fight's done. They haven't announced it yet. They're waiting for the perfect time to do that. I think it's going to be MSG. Machida was tagging Jones, but Jones ended up putting him to sleep. Well, the corner talked about it. You haven't checked that out? Check that out. It's fucking awesome. Max just doesn't have the power to knock Dustin, in my opinion. Well, that's fair, but if you watch their second fight, Max had a ton of ton of success with his combinations. He was doing a lot of good work. I think the volume definitely good. Max versus Dustin is going to be a fun no matter what. How you cut it, happy and sad with either outcome. 100%. 100%. They both could retire, and that's it. They both legitimately could retire. Damn it. How come so many fans have the autism? I don't know. What happened to Barber? Think she had a nervous breakdown more so than health issues? No, she had health issues. She had a seizure. Probably the end of the year. Yeah. Whenever the MSG card is. Sean was winning this weekend? Yes. Poirier power was a problem for Max in the second fight? Yes. But there's an argument Max won that second one. I thought Max won 3 rounds. Personally. When Jon fought Reyes, he was bored. Now he's ready for the challenge. Yep. We need Ink Alex 2. Yes, correct. What about thinking by India? What? Macy has real health issues? Yes. Yes, she does. Let's see. UFC MSG 2025. That's New Orleans. Obviously, it's not going to be that. Well, that's past. The fuck? Oh. I can't see upcoming main events? That doesn't make any sense. That's dumb. What the? Oh, here we go. That's September. So it only goes up to September. Okay, well, that doesn't help me at all. So, okay. Matthew Miller, we're all human. Brotherly emotions are a part of the deal. Yes. I would get all shaky and want to faint. I think Merab is going to win, unfortunately. Okay. They might also do Jones Aspinall in December in Vegas. That's exactly what I think. Does Buck beat Usman? I don't think so. I think Usman wins. I think Sean is going to knock Merab out. I think so too. Buckley. What about thinking about Indian MMA? Hasn't been great. Hasn't been great. I think Merab will win too. It'll probably be a repeat of the first fight minus the kissing. Well, the first fight, Sean O'Malley couldn't move, and he still hurt Merab. So, Buckley looks like an elf, sure. He's understanding, Mike. O'Malley would have to land a huge head kick to knock out Merab. I don't think so. He has good straights as well. Okay. Usman survived the storm in round 1 against Chimaev. Absolutely. The kissing was hilarious. It was something. I don't know, man. I reckon Buckley beats this version of Usman. Can you change my mind? I mean, he went through 5 minutes of hell with Hamzat, and the momentum was with Usman. Because we all said, man, if it was 2 more rounds, Usman's starting to pick it up. He's starting to find his stride a little bit. I mean, Wonder Boy was doing work against Buckley. I thought Usman beat Edwards in the 3rd fight. I thought it was pretty clear. Merab is a solid little dude, sure. God damn it. You look like Morgan Wallen? Okay. Gonna have some money on O'Malley this week with juicy odds? Hell yeah. Strip Jones, okay? Did you hear that Usman and Bilal threw down on the unreleased podcast? Henry confirmed it on Jackson. Oh, okay. Kelvin winning? I think so. Gonna put Piper out. That'd be awesome. Thick head kick, heavy, hairy bones, Merab. Hamza beating DDP? No. You think Acosta can come back? Yes. It just depends which version of him shows up. Good luck knocking out Kelvin. He has a granite chin like a fire hydrant. Correct. What do I do for work? I make airplane parts. Drysis versus Hamza Chimaev, who will win? DDP. Yeah, he survived. Beats a hungry Buckley, though. Just asking, I'm barely over the fence for Buckley. Not barely survived, because he was in bad positions, and he had good defense. And Chimaev had the worst positions. I just think Chimaev is better than Buckley. And the only way Buckley beats Usman is if he catches Usman. And I just think if a motivated Usman comes in and fought like he did, even in the 2nd fight against Edwards, he beats Buckley. Yes, Wonderboy got a new fight. He's fighting. What's up, El Nasty? What's up, buddy? I posted the video of Dustin on my channel. Hell yeah. Through done. What? That sounds super complicated. Okay. Details of throwing down. Kelvin head is bigger than Jupiter. Correct. Piper somehow lose to Jack Hermanson. Yeah. Duplessis or Chimaev? Duplessis. Motivated Usman. What your favorite MMA fighter? My favorite of all time is Cowboy. Wonderboy got knocked out. Gonna knock out Gabriel? Yes. I did not. I have it pulled up. So once I'm done with this live, I'm gonna watch it. I'm going to watch it. Again, if you guys can slap that like button, I would really, really appreciate it. It would help out so much. You're the type of guy to ask people if you are Beatles. What? I think Chimaev is gonna beat DDP. Okay, that's fair. It's fair. Indonesia? Stop lying. Your favorite is Jon Jones. You want to kiss him. That's stupid. I wish Darren Till come back to the UFC. His losses aged well. Correct. But I don't know about his takedown defense. That was his biggest issue. I think Drysis survives round 1 and smashes Chimaev. Correct. US. Guru isolated the specific part of the podcast on his last video if you are just looking for the specific clip. I have the specific clip right here. It's only 8 minutes long, so. Chimaev has long torso. That doesn't mean anything. Smashed Strickland twice. Darren Till went to war with Robert Whittaker. Yep, and Wonderboy. Darren Till versus Sean Strickland. Interesting. That's fair, but this conversation's sake, I don't know if Usman is motivated. He pulls numbers on YouTube, and a title run seems out of reach. With Usman's name, it's not really out of reach. Like, you beat Buckley in a convincing fashion, or if you just dominate him for 5 rounds, you know, there's good matchups out of there. So one more fight after Usman, if he wins convincingly, he's there for a title shot again. He's back. I know it sounds crazy, but that's really what it is. Strickland was one-hit wonder, correct. I'm not a fan of Strickland. You think Jack would beat Usman? It depends what Usman shows up. Because Usman with really good wrestling, I think beats Jack. Covington is the next champ. He's trash. So undercover influencer, yuck. JDM beats Usman, yeah. I think this version, a version of Usman that doesn't wrestle as much, I think JDM beats Usman. But an Usman that mixes it all together really well, I think Usman beats JDM. You think this DDP fight's going to be interesting? It is. Or entertaining? It is. Darren Till gave DDP his hardest fight, beat Kelvin, and gave Whitaker a hard fight too. Correct. Cerrone comeback? Yeah, at some point. I think the hardest fight for DDP was actually the Brad Tavares fight. Cerrone too old? Yeah. Yeah, it worries me. Usman would have given all these guys would have beat all these guys 5 years ago. Correct. Darren tuned Rice's up in the second round. Yep. He's not a badass at all. His his interviews are awful. Awful. Brad Tavares beat Rice's. Yes. Cerrone would smash Covington. Ooh, I like it. Both Adesanya and Whitaker gave Duplessis props. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Do you think that 2 Mighty Mouses could beat 1 Jon Jones? No. Yo, Bitsy, what up, buddy? I appreciate you, man. John versus Tom. Who do I have? John. Yes. How you doing, Bitsy? I hope you're doing well, man. Darren Till just fucked up Darren Stewart. Yes, he did. Hey, man, look like okay. I think Ilya's the new McGregor as long as he keeps winning. I don't think there's going to be anybody like McGregor. Even the way Ilya fights, it's nothing like McGregor. McGregor was art in his prime. Ian Gary, Sean Brady are fighting this year. I hope so. Remember when I told you I saw Dustin at the fights in the new promotion and I was going to ask it for a pick, but Dustin turned out to be not a nice guy. Really? Interesting. You think Tom smokes John? That's interesting. John via TKO. Yep. Strickland is cringe. His best performance was against Izzy. 100%. Sahara Dust. I lost respect for Cowboy when he got destroyed by McGregor's shoulder strikes. He broke his nose with his shoulder. I don't know how you could lose respect for that. What do you think of Habib? Overrated. Ruffy is the closest thing to Conor. Correct. The way he fights wise. Poirier is better than Conor. He can smash people on the ground too. I don't know if he's better than Conor right now. Prime Conor was incredible. I don't think Poirier is there. What he's done is impressive, but he's not what Conor did in the way he did it. Safer parlay, Sakit or Ju saying yo. Yo, for sure. John beat the fuck out of Stipe. Yep. Ilya and who is Joe Clip with Holloway is gold. What are you talking about? Poirier is better all-around fighter than McGregor. Yes. Still not sold on your Usman take, but thanks for letting me poke your brain about it. No, again, like I said, I get it. I get it. 100%. I really do. Mike with the $5. I appreciate you, buddy. Hell yeah. Put W's in the chat for Mike. I appreciate you, buddy. Just passing through, brother, at work. When will you drop the breakdowns? I will drop the breakdowns tomorrow night. Again, check the shorts, Bitsy. Be a lookout on that. I've been putting out short breakdowns, just circling who I think is going to win. The longer formed breakdowns will be out tomorrow night. Do you think that Conor fights Chandler? No. Yeah, you're the type of guy that hit another. Oh, okay, that's stupid. Cerrone likes to be cool with the guys he fights. Yes. Why do you think Khabib is overrated? He didn't fight no grapplers besides T-Bow, and I thought T-Bow won. Poirier has the best boxing in MMA. I don't even like the guy. Okay. What did Conor really do besides sleep Aldo in 13 seconds? Absolutely destroy fuck, Alvarez. I mean, moved up a weight class and destroyed the guy. That's what he did. Okay. Aldo going to boxing? Probably. Conor, Dustin, Eddie Alvarez. Thank you. Great live. I appreciate you, buddy. I love Prime McGregor, but I hate that he never attempted to defend his belts. I appreciate that, for sure. Why do you think Khabib is overrated? I just said it. You sound like you are from Canada. I'm not from Canada at all. Nate Diaz got into Cowboy's head, 100%. The war in China is near. Okay. He beat Chad Mendes. Yes, he did. Because Nate disrespected Cowboy. Yep. Dude, I'm a fan already. Just found you just for the fact that you don't feel the need to go all crazy and scream in disagreement. No, I mean, I don't really do that. We'll have disagreements, but I try to just talk about them. So we'll either agree on it, we won't, but we'll talk about it. Took a round from Khabib. A older Eddie, though. Not really. Eddie wasn't that old. He just won the belt. So, I mean, still nobody beats Eddie Alvarez like that. So it reminds me of Conor or Alex Pereira in fighting style. He's really good. Dustin took Conor out. Shocker. What the fuck, okay? McGregor beat Holloway, Poirier, Mendes, Aldo, Alvarez, Cowboy, more. Yes. Is autism genetic? Like, can it be passed on to children from autistic parents? Probably. Do I listen to podcasts? Yes. Well, Diaz, yep. Well, Conor Prime was good. I think he is kind of overrated right now. Right now, sure. Prime was incredible, though. What do you think Umar will fight? Who do you think Umar will fight in Abu Dhabi? I thought there was somebody talking about fighting Umar. Was it Brady? No, I can't. I thought someone was saying they were going to fight Umar. God. I mean, I don't even know who you could get it. The way. Rob Font, maybe? I don't really know. Masvidal and Nate Diaz beat Cerrone with mind games. Cerrone should have won those. 100%. 100%. The Masvidal one is the craziest one. If a Cowboy just sits out after beating Matt Brown and not be a fucking warrior and go and fight Masvidal, he's getting a title shot. It's wild. But he lives by it and he loses by it. That's what made Cowboy incredible. Love him. McGregor is a cokehead. Reliable, safer pick, Kevin Holland or Patchy? Patchy. Just because you don't know which Holland you're getting. You listen to Theo Vaughn. He's my favorite podcast ever. I like Theo, but I like Theo depending on the guest. Alcoholic cokehead. Hopefully he figures it out. Nate Diaz has a great chin. Only Josh Thompson could take him out. Yep, with the head kick. Umar's bantamweight. My bad. You're right. God damn it. I don't know who would fight Umar then. I can't think of off my head. People forget Conor opened the doors in the generation for fighting Floyd, the Dolly bus drama, etc. List goes on. Don't like Conor, but he put UFC on the map for a lot of people. 100%. He's another guy. I don't care for him, but in his prime, he was incredible. Sarah Alcohol Cokehead. Mike Andre, I agree. Conor made MMA mainstream in your opinion. That's fair. Appreciate you, Lolita. Conor McGregor is the top 5 sports figure of all time. Jordan, Brady, Ali, McGregor. McGregor is not in that conversation. Look who you're talking about. Look who you're talking about. That's fucking wild, Trevor. Hit the like button. Absolutely hit it. Appreciate you. Did Cerrone deserve Hall of Fame? Yes. Look what he did. Look how many times he fought on short notice. Absolutely. Again, I'm biased. He's my favorite fighter of all time. I've been watching him. I watched him basically his whole goddamn career. So I'm a little biased. I think so, just because when they needed somebody, they called him, he accepted. And sometimes he shouldn't have done it because he got a title shot. Nate Diaz ate a soccer kick from Masvidal and didn't get knocked out. Correct. The only thing that will help Conor is the divine intervention. Yes. Question, where are you from? I told you, U.S. Marcellus is knocking out Cody. Yes. Conor arguably is a bigger name than Muhammad Ali modern day. How dare you? Cowboy had the most fights, most wins. Yep. Cowboy doesn't say no. Correct. Are you originally from Norway? That makes no sense. Conor, biggest name in the sport, and he hasn't fought in years. Sure, okay. I watched him in the WEC days. Fought Ben Henderson. Yes. People forget this. They had 2 fights. The second fight, Henderson submitted him with a guillotine. First fight was a 5-round decision. I watched it live when it happened. I thought Cowboy won the 5, not all 5 rounds, but I thought he won 3 rounds. And Henderson won. It was sad. I also watched, people forget Miguel Angel Torres. He fought a couple of times. He was awesome. He was awesome. Cerrone is goated, in my opinion. No questions asked. Hell yeah, Mike. Appreciate you even more now, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, Ali McGregor. How dare you? Wow, Ricky Simon versus Charles Jourdain. That's a good fight. Yeah, also, Loner Kavanaugh is now fighting Charles Johnson. Unfucking believable. Kiesa McGee. That's Petr Yan McGee, but sure. Looking at Viking Bro without the test. Okay. Not to judge, but it seems sad to see McGregor waste his very last potential years to compete to get lit at clubs. I agree, Chance. The best and the worst thing to happen to him was the Floyd fight. Holloway has never fought a... Okay. Okay. I like Moda versus Nazim. I like it too. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Charles Johnson took Van out. Yes, he did. Is Omar Sy a safe pick against Alonzo Matafield? No. When Omar Sy looks as bad as he did against, I think, the Korean guy, absolutely not. Matafield has too much of a nasty power. He has too much nasty power. WC was on in my local channels. I grew up watching Uriah Faber, Cerrone, Pettis, Benson, Miguel, Torres, Dom Cruz. Also, El Nasty, if you remember who took Benavidez' O, tell me that, Nasty. Don't look it up. Who took Benavidez' O? McGregor personality got him more notoriety than people actually thought, in my opinion. Okay, I think it was the way he was doing it, but sure. Do I watch other sports? Yeah, I watch baseball. I watch football. That's about it. Blades Kunaev, yep. You should debut in the UFC. Sure. WBC Strike Force were the days I missed MMA. Tager as that. No more competition for the UFC. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, El Nasty. Yes. Also, how many times did they fight? Mighty Mouse. Yep. Would you rather... okay. Pubert. Get him out. If Anthony Pettis was fighting in modern day, I think he would be a superstar. I think so. With tickets, when tickets for the UFC were cheap, I was young and broke. Now I'm old, have a career, make decent money. Tickets too expensive. This is life. Yeah. And like my wife will ask me sometimes, do I want to do it? And it's like, yeah, I do, but I'd rather just go live and talk with other people about the fights that are going on when I can see everything. I can't go live when I'm there at the shows. I do want to go and get some interviews with fighters. I do want to talk to some fighters. I do want to do those things. But I don't really want to see a live event because I can't go live. So, if Anthony Pettis was fighting in modern day, I think he would be a superstar. I agree. Cheaty's going to knock out Jake Matthews. Ooh, I love it. He was small for bantamweight. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Cater versus Steve Garcia. I love it. Tickets too expensive. Greed kills. Yep. What division would I fight at? 45. I assume super proper weight. Okay. Do I think Dana White's a good person? Yeah. Magny versus Gunner. I like it. UFC Live is overrated. I went 3 times and it was overrated. Only cool thing was meeting the fighters. See, I want to meet the fighters. I want that. but I want to be home watching my fights, talking to you guys. That's what I want. Is it time now to bet on Patchy or wait till more of the odds get better with a chance it gets worse? I would do it now. I would do it now. I feel like Dana leaves UFC just isn't going to feel the same. I agree. It already is starting to feel weird. I don't think it's starting to feel weird at all. But it's going to feel weird when he leaves. Aaron was going to kill Macy. I don't think so. I don't think so. UFC is praying for another McGregor. Joshua Van or Silva. Van. I don't mean this disrespectful way. With the large amount of... I have no idea. No idea. Vittori, Allen. I would say Vittori because Allen's not great. But Vittori's looked like so much... He's looked so bad. I'd probably say Allen. I'm excited for Dana to leave, personally. No. Because the UFC could go away at that point. I don't want that to happen. I'm not autistic. All those lights would drive me crazy. Correct. Correct. Marvin took too much damage. Yeah. He looked awful against Roman Dolidze. That's wild. Why would the UFC go away? Who's going to run the UFC? Who? I mean, Fluffy, Izzy, Volkov, Max Griffin, Kyle, Bucko, Khalil, Vicente Luque, Michelle Pereira just walking around the arena. That's sick. That's awesome. I sat next to Vicente Luque. Oh, hell yeah. Another businessman. No. You can't just be a businessman. You have to love the sport. Marvin the Martian? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No, Flynn. It's not a business. You have it's a business, yes, but you have to love the MMA game. You have to love it to run it. Otherwise, it's not going to get great product. Dude, so many people love MMA. Yeah. Just dyslexic? Okay. Patty versus Mercano? I like it. They were all super cool. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hunter Campbell could do Dana's job. I don't know if Hunter is as in deep as Dana is. I think he's a good matchmaker at times, but I don't know if he can do what Dana does. I don't know if the love is there like Dana's is. That doesn't mean he doesn't like it, but Hunter is bland. Yeah. I think he's a better number 2. That's okay. Disagree to disagree. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Man, really feel bad for Marvin. Can't help but root for him now. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. MMA Now, how do you feel about all the zestiness in MMA X Peyton, Jordan, Patty, and Jones? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I'm confused. I like when fighters are themselves regardless if they... Okay. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. I'm there to watch them fight and critique them. Respectfully. Respectfully. Oh, that is what Nasty was asking? I don't really care. I don't really care. Pereira Jones, could Alex survive grapple? No. No. But that's a tougher fight than Tom Aspinall. Sorry. Oh, that's what that means, AK? Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Again, if you guys haven't slapped that like button, please do it. Okay. Yeah, I got it now, Al Nasty. I don't really care. I don't really care. They can do whatever they want, as long as it's inside the law, you know. Like Peyton Talbot and Jordan Levitt. Jordan Levitt has a baby, and he's with a woman. I mean, he's talked about it. He's being taller in division has benefits, okay. Jones beats Aspinall, yes. Hey, maybe they make Pereira versus Jones. Ooh, I like it. Patty twerking, yeah. You act like Peyton Talbot, okay. Who's the oldest fighter on the UFC roster? Aldo, Jan Blachowicz. Jim's 42. Aldo's only 38. He'll be 39 this year. Aldo's 42. I mean, not Aldo. Jim Miller's 42. Jordan looked really... okay. Okay, Lolita. Does wrestling grappling work against two guys in a street fight? It can. He lied about his age. Jim Miller still on contract is crazy. Kudos to Miller. Miller's been great. I think he just lost against Hooper, but not from a lack of trying, man. Hooper's really good. I think Miller's like 3-2 in his last 5. I mean, Jim Miller's fucking awesome. Damn, I forgot about Jim Miller. What a savage. I guess before him was Clay Guida. Yes, Clay Guida will be 44 this year. Yeah, wild. Absolutely wild. Landon, what the fuck are you talking about? Michael Morales dressing like a girl and kissing dude that's zesty. You don't have to be, okay? 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 Okay. Michelangelo, do you prefer UNC or Lorenzo predicts? No hate to Miller at all. He has been fighting for what, like 20 years? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, at least 20 years. At least. Michael Morales is awesome. Awesome. I always liked Jim Miller. How can you not? Every time he fights, it's awesome. Oh, Vince Burchell just fought too. He's 43. Jim Miller's a gentleman and a scholar. Hell yeah. Dan Henderson was the coldest old man in MMA history. Yeah. He knocked out Lombard, I believe, at 44, 45 years old. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Absolutely, Flynn. Don't forget about Randy Couture. Yep, same with him. Same with him. Dan Henderson is your favorite fighter? Hell yeah. Dan Henderson is awesome. Awesome. Fighters knew what he wanted to do, and he's still able to do it. Unbelievable. Dan versus Shogun, Fedor, Vanderlei. Yep. Who will win, Joe or Dana? Joe. Why the hell would you be a mod? That makes no sense. That's the best record in MMA. You know what? You know what? You are correct. Welcome, Mike. Appreciate you, buddy. Dan Henderson versus Hector Lombard is one of my favorite MMA knockouts. Hell yeah. Donate 100? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't mod you. Why? Why? Donate 1,000? Whoa. Whoa. Favorite fight you want to see? Favorite fight? Well, I want to see John and Tom. So, I'm trying to get MMA YouTubers to make Mike mod all evening. Oh, really? Well, he's also a member, Trevor. Also. Okay, Dino. I want to see Buckley versus Prates. Ooh. Morales Prates would be fun too. Who wins if Islam and JDM fight at welterweight? Islam, I think. Who you got, Jones or Aspinall? Jones. Lolita. Oh my God. $20. What the fuck? I really appreciate you, Lolita. That's unbelievable. I pay more than your members? No. No. Nope, Landon, I don't. You're right. You are a Mike now. Oh, also, El Nasty. Lolita one-upping everyone. Cash, what the fuck are you talking about? Crypto? No. No. I like Buckley versus Pratis. That's a good matchup idea if he gets past Usman. I kind of feel like Buckley will win, sadly. I think so. I'm really hoping Usman wins. Mike, I have seen you in all three of them. I'm joking around. I'm a mod. You are? Welcome to the family, buddy. Welcome. You're here quite often, so welcome. Well, you're a mod now. So if you see any shenanigans, boom, get them out of here. Get them out. I thought you were a nice guy, so I was saying you deserve mod Mike. Yes, he did, and he got it. I'm not offended by him. They're just stupid and annoying. Yeah, that's what it is. Will I ever earn mod? I have no idea. No idea. This is the first stream you've ever been in. Maybe second. Appreciate you, Nasty. Appreciate you. I believe in the possibility of Dogman. What the hell is that? So you're saying there's a chance? You have not been here 10 or so times. That is not true. Oh, well, then I don't know if you're here. No, you don't want to get banned. That's craziness. Right, Mike? Who's the next contender for the light heavyweight strap? Yuri? No. I mean, I'm okay with if he fights Ankalaev, but he never beats Alex Pereira. Never. So, Michael Lunge, I thought we were... I'm pretty sure you've banned me before. No, I've timed you out one time. 1 minute. So, yeah. 1 minute, just to give you a little bit of a break. Pereira, Tom Aspinall about to get announced. That would be awesome. But I don't think it's going to get announced because Pereira's not a champion. So, he has timed me out before too, Trevor. Sometimes we need to cool off. How could I time you out? For the interim? Okay. Okay. Also, I just found out that he was doing a fucking Russian TV show. Of course he wasn't accepting a fight yet. I would assume after the Russian TV show's over, or all these things, he'll be here. Oh, down syndrome Jesus. Welcome back, buddy. Don't think Alex will beat Ang. Oh, they will. He will. If they ever fight again, because he's too scared of being taken down. That's what made his striking off. Well, you can't say too scared when he stuffed 12 takedowns. I mean, maybe the first 4 you were worried. You stuffed 8 more after that. I'd ship breaks of prayer every time got announced. Correct. Nasty, can you please time me out? That makes no sense. I'll time you out, Trevor. How do I do that? Click on his name. Just saw a recent Charles picture. He's looking huge. Okay. Yeah. Another weight miss? No. Ew. Marab? Sure, but Juliana Pena is awful. Awful. No. I had miscommunication, something the wrong way, Mike Lounge. No. Sean O'Malley drinks what? Because Juliana Pena is terrible. That's why. She's just bad. She's just bad. Kayla Harrison is a force. I don't even know what that means. What's up, Juiceman? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Would you smash Nina? Absolutely not. She's disgusting. What's up, BM? Kayla's gonna destroy her? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't really care. She's gross. Terrible. She beat Amanda. Well, she beat Amanda that was barely in the game. And then Amanda was like, all right. And then absolutely beat the piss out of her. I don't want to hear about no fluke either. Well, okay. She won exactly how she said she would. Respect. Sure. That performance was incredible. One good performance doesn't make you good. That's like Holly Holm. One good performance does not make you good. Juliana Pena punches how I punch my dreams. Correct. Nina is cringe. 100%. Because she's annoying. I'll choke slam Amanda. Nina's hot all. Yo, not at all. She is not at all. Mighty Mouse is the GOAT. That's fair. Should Makayev get back to the UFC? I personally was happy they cut him. I don't think he should have been cut, personally. I think he's a good fighter. I think he makes matchups very interesting. I think he has a lot growing up to do, but he's so young. So, I'm more of a Cameron Simon guy. Okay. And Amanda, Bud? Banging herself up to punish Juliana. Okay. Strickland was smashing that. Okay. Accurate. Right. I'd rather have Panay on a drunk night than Nina. Nina probably smells like turtle ankles. That's awesome, Juiceman. That is awesome. I think Valentina is hot minus her super jacked back. Yeah, that's not great. Aaron Pico versus Mobzar too soon for Pico. It's interesting because I don't think Mobzar has great power in his hands. He's an okay striker. His wrestling's good. Aljo was out wrestling Mobzar. I thought Aljo won that. Close fight, but I thought Aljo won. Pico's a great wrestler that can also strike. I'm curious to see what he does in that fight. Because I think Pico, on paper, should win. But I don't know. I don't know if Makayev will be back. Because apparently he was a nag for the backstage people for the UFC. He's so underrated and deserves so much credit. Who? Oh, Mighty Mouse? Absolutely, yes. How does Paul Hughes do in the UFC? I don't really know. Because, like, he did pretty well against Umar or... Yeah. Usman, I mean? Yeah, Usman. But I don't really know. Because in the PFL, those guys aren't great. Usman's good, but competition's weird. Petney. Pitbull, Dan Ige, thoughts? I love that fight. I just don't know how Pitbull takes punishment from Dan Ige. Trevor with the 199. Appreciate you. Jake Paul, Holloway, 8 rounds. Who wins? Holloway. Patchy beats Merab and Sean O'Malley. I think Sean would snipe Patchy, but he beats Merab. Hit that like button. Absolutely. Appreciate you, buddy. Max all day. Yeah. Who does Vincente Luque fight next? He's fighting Kevin Holland. He seems like a top contender at this point. He had a long hiatus, it seems. Well, he had a hiatus because he had a brain bleed. And then he fought RDR. Wait, not RDR. Dos Anjos. Beat him. Got TKO'd by Buckley, which all the ground and pound was blocked. It was very weird. And then, yeah, beat Thremba. Michael Ange, why don't you want to be a mod? He's a mod. Why do you keep asking the same questions? I'm confused, sir. I'm confused. Very confused. This is the first time I asked that? No, I don't think so. Holloway at 55 is a beast. I think Ilya versus Max will happen again at 55. Interesting. Interesting. What is with the mod theme? I have no idea. I hope Max does Dustin the way he did Justin. I want Dustin to go out for taking a fight with someone he beat 2 times already. I want a new blood. That said, blessed continues. I mean, it's a great way for Dustin to go out. It's a perfect fight because he knows he's getting a Max Holloway who's hungry, and he knows he's going to get a great fight out of him. And there's no shame in taking that. Damn, Luque versus Holland should be a barn burner. Absolutely. Oh, it's been announced for a long time. Chance. He said he didn't want to be a mod. 145 Max was depleted. Agreed. So now I just awakened why. Asked. Okay. My next resume will include being a mod on MMA Now. Ooh, I appreciate you. Mr. Flynn, you are weird. Do I wait for him to go out, going out? Maybe. Maybe. What? What's up, James? So who you locking? Ooh, interesting. Let's look. Who am I locking? Who are my locks? Ooh. Oh, Josh Van. Kong. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Kong Wang and Joshua Van are my locks. I'm sorry, Flynn, but I don't mind. I don't think anyone minds, bro. What? Yeah. I don't see Bruno Silva winning that. No lock on Maine? Absolutely not. Absolutely, because you never know what Holland you're going to get. If you get a great Holland, he beats Luque. If you get a prime Kelvin Gastelum, he beats Joe Pyfer. Juliana Pena, Harrison could gas out, and Juliana Pena could win. Juliana Pena could go in there and look like shit, like sometimes she does, and Kayla Harrison smashes her. Or, whatever. Merab could go in and dominate O'Malley, or O'Malley could be back, great movement, and knock out Merab. There's so many questions with that. To me, the biggest locks are Van and Wang. So, yeah. Thoughts on UFC Apex and people saying they should just remove it? I love the Apex. So, what is this channel? MMA. What the fuck? Jesus. Silva could knock out Wang. No. I meant main fight. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Sorry. Why are they making Vulcan Yair again? I hope they don't do that. It's awful. Yair looked good against Pitbull, sure, but he's 1-2 in his last 3. Makes no sense. Yeah, Year Lopez would be interesting. I think you should wait to see who if Mavzar beats Pico and then Volk will fight. Yeah, Volk will fight Mavzar. I guess the only reason why would be is if he wants to fight right now. Yeah, Year's available. That's why. 100%, Mike. Bro, you're. Don, my mother is not here anymore, so that's not true. I love the Apex too, bro. People are so spiked these days, always whining and complains because it's not UFC 300 every damn weekend. Correct. I like the Apex. It's intimate to me. Does anyone know what happened to Macy Barber? She had a seizure. I mean, that's what happened. She had a seizure right before she was supposed to walk out. They talked about it. Did Barber have a seizure? Yes. She had a seizure. It was not a panic attack. It was a seizure. I didn't even watch the fight card, but I heard it was pretty good. It was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, but how about you say things that could actually mean something? So, so confused about Yair and Lopez feud. Like what? Yair doesn't like Lopez, calls himself Mexican. Yeah, it's a very weird thing, and I think Lopez would destroy Yair. Yeah, I love the Apex. Just love UFC, bro, no matter what. Same here. Same here. I love it. Except O'Malley can't stand him. That's fair. They was saying Lopez jumped his teammate. I highly doubt he jumped his teammate. So it's crazy. Crazy. People hate O'Malley because he has pink hair. Well, that's not why, but yeah. Were you talking to me when you said something about you? No, I was talking to Don. He's timed out or whatever. That's wild. Macy Barber looks terrible at the weigh-ins. Too much cake for flyweight. Make her move up. It's not a make her thing. It's she has an illness. She's been in and out of the hospital with infections and all these things, and you could make her move up a weight class, but I don't know if that's the issue. It may not be helping, but I don't know if that's the issue. The Apex undeniably changes the strategy and outcomes of fights. I mean, it's not the Apex, that's the Octagon. Sure. Let's say Merab beats the... Okay. You think UFC gives them easy fight when another title fight after? I think so because of how privileged he is. I don't know how privileged Merab is. I don't know that. Imagine Tony never tripped on the cable. Oh, it's a fight that it will haunt us forever. It's a fight that always should have happened. And the MMA Dream World fights would be at the Apex, no commentary, just the sounds of punches. What made Dan Hooker and Poirier so fun, besides that fight name itself, is incredible. But you watch it and you hear everything, and it just sounds so violent. There's something about that. Oh man, I love it. 21st and fell off was crazy and scary and sad. Yeah, it's sad. If Macy did have a seizure, Blanchfield was wrong for what she said. That's what I said. What she said in the post-fight was fucking awful. I meant, Sally, be a privileged fighter. How is he privileged? I'm confused. I mean, it's not with what she's eating. She's legitimately sick. Wow, that Tony versus Dustin never happened. Yeah. Miss Blanche was being too harsh. Oh, 100%. 100%. Way too harsh. Like she needs to fix her life. What the fuck are you talking about? Unbelievable. Yeah, seemed like a curse. 100%. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why she said those things. That's the only pro about the Apex. Unfortunately, it's reserved for cards that don't project good numbers. And again, that's fine, right? That's fine. Put those cards in there. So, yeah. I like it. Do you agree with Strickland that all fighters in the future will be foreigners because UFC doesn't pay enough in the USA? No, it's crazy. Eating females retain fluid. I don't think it's that, though. You and Aaron Blanchard look related? Okay, okay. Thoughts on Volk versus Yair? I hate it. So if Marab beats him again, I say you think UFC gives O'Malley favorable win matchup and then another title shot right after? No. CMC gave O'Malley a immediate rematch after losing badly. I mean, Marab fought already, and he was a champion before. Also, he was actually injured. He tore his labrum in his hip. He had immediate surgery afterwards. That's why O'Malley didn't move. We cannot like him all you want, but O'Malley moves, has good movement. He didn't move in that fight. Also, he hurt Marab in the 5th round twice with front kicks. So again, why not? Oh, I just saw the Macy Barber interview saying she would never pull off a fight. Well, yeah, she's also just trying to hype up the fight, but yeah. Marab and Tom are 2 of your favorite fighters. Okay. Who should Izzy fight next? I don't really know. Kyle, I guess, but he's on a losing streak. Is Izzy? I don't really know. Could you take O'Malley? No. Crazy prediction. December pay-per-view co-main event, Marab versus McGee. Interesting. I don't think McGee gets past Petteryon. Does Volk lose to Yair? He looked kind of washed versus Diego. He beat the shit out of Diego. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. O'Malley's a good fighter, yes. I just don't like the free star power he gets from the UFC and how privileged he is. He can fight, great fighter, just don't like him. I don't think he's privileged. I think his road to the title was wild. But, yeah. Who you got? O'Malley, Marab, O'Malley. Predictions for Topuria, Oliveira. Oliveira looks good for a moment, and then he doesn't. I don't know what punishment Oliveira can take. O'Malley is unique for 135. Don't shut your pie hole. Thoughts on Chris Lee, and he fought some bangers back in the... Oh, yeah. I just watched his Terry Martin fight. I love that fight. I could see Topuria, Oliveira going either way. No. Because I don't know what punishment Oliveira can take. His chin's weird sometimes. Without active Marab plans to be, it could be a possibility. Sure. That's his 2nd hip surgery, I think, O'Malley. Ugh. Yeah. Yep, he tore it a month out. This may be Charles' last chance to get a belt. 100%. Yes. 100%. Wild. They made sure to avoid all the wrestlers out of his way, and he was ranked 11 and gave him number 1 a year. That's wildly unfair. Was he 11 when he fought Yair, Jan? I mean, the rankings are fucking crazy as they are, but I mean, in that aspect, that's crazy. That's crazy. But also, if the number 11 guy beat the number 1 guy, you kind of have to give him big fights after that. And again, it's all about timing. If other people were ready to fight for the title, then they should have gotten it. If O'Malley was ready and everybody else was booked, O'Malley got it. But I definitely understand what you're saying, Juiceman. Is Chris Lee even still judging? I hope so, but I haven't seen him. Chris Steven versus Sexy Yama, Vanderlei and Beinstam were wild. Absolutely wild. Yes. The Sexy Yama fight was crazy. God, that fight was fun. That's right after he fought Aaron Simpson. Who does O'Malley fight after if he wins? I mean, you could do Sandhagen, I guess. Yuck. O'Malley might move up, maybe, but I don't think so. Topuria almost knocked out by Jai Herbert with a head kick. Sure, he got dropped. He didn't almost get knocked out. Bro, Jan won that fight. But just UFC back in O'Malley, that's why I don't like him, but you get my point. I hope he loses this week. I get it. Again, I thought Jan won as well. I'm not disagreeing with you. He talks about moving up, but he said there's so much to do in this weight class. Why would he move up? O'Malley may move up. No. O'Malley, no privilege. Why he gets the rematch? I didn't say no privilege. Chris Liebman judging just feels right, you know? Oh, 100%. 100%. O'Malley's a beat. I did? Okay. Well, my bad. No, Zabit is not coming back. Do you think the MMA will ever adopt live scoring so the fighters know who is winning during the fight? I don't think they ever will. I think they should, yes. You said it 2 times? Oh, shit, my bad. I forgot. My bad. My bad. We need more former MMA fighters to be judges and refs like Chris Lieben and Frank Trigg. 100%. Also, there was another fighter, Brazilian guy, that was a referee. He's reffed a couple of times in the UFC. You think Jon fights again? Yep, fights Tom MSG. Rory McDonald was fun to watch too. I wish UFC peaked sooner. Yeah, I liked Rory. I mean, his best fight was against Robbie, obviously. His best finish was Tarek Safardine. Oh, he looked like a killer in that fight. God. Sure, let's have Tito Ortiz as the announcer. Ew, God, no. Who you, Jon or Tom? Jon. Condit, Nick, GSP era was a peak welterweight. I agree. I love pineapple pizza. Yeah, I'm going to be sad when Dustin retires too. I like Dustin. Ew, no. God, no. Roy versus Nate hurt me. I'm a Diaz fan. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Where are you from? U.S. I hope Tom wins, but I got Jon. Okay. I know there were may be bias with fighters being judges, but that's far better than what we've been getting for years. Oh, agreed. Yeah, at least have people that are being trained, like fighting, so they know positions and shit. At least, you know. Yeah, I'm a Diaz fan too. How can you not like him? Mike Diaz, Mike Lange, did you watch Guru video about Jon Jones that I mentioned earlier? Rico Van Herring, Glory Kickboxing champion in UFC, how would he do? His stand-up's incredible, so he would do well with that. It just, how does he do trying to get taken down? How does he do with cardio? How does he deal with kicks? Because it's different. Tyson's prime can't be touched. And the UFC could, because they would take him down. Also, there's kicks. Rico is friends with Tom. Interesting. Volk is the GOAT. You think he fights Ilya again? No. Maybe if he keeps his reign for a while and Poirier gets his belt. No. 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 Matthew. No. Any thoughts on BJ Penn's situation? It's sad. I mean, that's it. My favorite ref is the little guy who sounds like he just smoked a pack. Oh, man. His name's stuck in my head. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name. Spirit or Mountain Sprite or Mountain Dew. I don't drink pop anymore. But I hate Mountain Dew. Ilya by submission? Yes. Probably knockout. I don't have him by submission, but knockout. Isn't ref the Viking beard some corrupt cop? Oh, Mark Beltran? Keith Peterson. Jesus, thank you, Mike. Thank you. The only thing that could make Holloway vs. Poirier better is hiring Mario Yamazaki to be your ref. Oh, yeah, so someone dies. It's already going to be violent as it is anyways. Mike Beltran, the Viking. Yeah, Mike Beltran. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Edward? Yeah, right, Matthew. Right. Hooker versus Gaethje. Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Right, Nick. Jesus, Jerusalem. Good God. That's crazy. I think Hooker and Gaethje would end Gaethje's career. I agree. BSD versus Rufi, who wins? I don't know if BSD can get Ruffy down. BSD was running for governor in Hawaii, where I lived. There, met him a few times, but he parties hard. Yes, he does. That's disgusting, TSV. What the fuck? Well, it's about a little after 2 a.m. here for me, guys. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Juiceman, for being here. El Nasty, Corey, Matthew, Edward, Weird, Nick, Mike, you, thank you so much for the super chats. Trevor, thank you so much. Lolita, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a good night. I really appreciate you. Trying to do his best. Dude, Mike, $5. Unbelievable. Really appreciate you. Have a good night. Mike, put something in the members stream. Come on, let me know, buddy. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. Mike, again, I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate you guys. Worse than Mario Yamazaki. Who's the worst ref in modern day? Oh, who's the guy that refed fucking Bobby Green and Jalen Turner? That guy. That guy. I can't think of his name. Him. That's the worst referee. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Peace.